WDWNT is proud to bring to you a WDWNTunes original program. This is Around the Hub on News Tonight. 3 of our co-hosts will go through one round of fast-paced topics, scoring points at the whim of the host and losing them when their ideas are terrible. The co-host with the most points will win 30 uninterrupted seconds of a meet and greet to talk about whatever Disney topic they would like. Ooh. Our panel for tonight's show. She is the voice, and she does not want you sliding into her DMs.
Thank you for that.
the spectacled hero of WDWNT, it's Nick LaCicero.
Yeah, hey everybody. Well,
I'm unfortunately in a Patriot.
Extra points tonight, Patrick.
And last but certainly not least, the originator, the creator, the grand poobah. It is the one and only Tom Corliss.
I'm glad we had no idea Michelle was in this segment, by the way, just for the record. But we'll make it happen.
I'm going to figure that out. I have it on the script. We're good. And that just leaves me, your host of this show. I am Patrick Hackett.
So what are we doing?
You'll figure it out. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
Actually, I forgot my hat backfired. Patrick's not a Patriots fan. He's only a Sox fan. That's weird.
Right, yeah. He's a 49ers fan.
Yeah, I was a front runner as a child. They were real good.
Yeah.
Welcome to Around the Hub on WDW News Tonight. We are your source for competitive Disney banter and witty repartee. The game is played by our 3 co-hosts. They go through the biggest stories of the past week. All around the Disney company, they will earn points for good ideas. Points sound like this. Oh, I have that muted. I just turned the volume all the way down.
I love when the entire show falls apart. I love it.
Improvise.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh. Yeah.
Correct.
And you'll lose points when I feel like it, mostly if you say bad things about John Carter.
That's
correct.
That was still the correct
side.
There
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Bob yells at you if you're
It does.
Is that the
You've
only
met
drop
the panel,
we have?
you know the rules. No.
I haven't heard a rim shot in this show in years.
I feel like
Oh! You missed the whole monologue. Missed the whole thing.
Or did he?
Oh.
Bum, bum, bum. No, he doesn't have that. See,
Bum, bum, bum.
that was an old school one.
You've met the panel, you know the rules. Now let's play Around the Hub.
Probably not.
My favorite thing about this is Patrick being Wilson from Home Improvement.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
What?
I also brought a graphic, but because I'm going to be looking down, I'm going to be writing down the score, so it's going to be, oh, my hair's not great.
Oh, there's a graphic. I'm sure Jason didn't load it then.
Jason doesn't
All
get
right.
assessments.
We have several rounds on Around the Hub to choose from. Tonight we'll be playing Keys to the Kingdom, where we cover the biggest news in a fast, hard-hitting way, giving our co-hosts the chance to talk about Zootopia Land coming to Shanghai Disney, alongside the Get Your Ears On celebration at Disneyland. Michelle, we traditionally start with the newest person on the show.
Lord.
So we start with you. Let's start with one of our recent breaking stories. Zootopia coming to Shanghai. Do we expect another round of #Thanks Shanghai budget cuts, or have those already happened?
I'm going to say they already happened. Tom can't stop laughing.
You have to elaborate. Just keep going.
I don't... Steve?
Oh, did we lose? We lost audio.
I'm here.
Oh, no.
Ah,
No, just Michelle not knowing how to answer the question.
I don't... Sorry.
Can you
all
repeat the
good.
question?
So, do I have to answer in the form of a question?
No.
Can you use the question in a sentence, please?
What was the origin of the question?
What is the origin of the question? I need the background of this Shanghai budget
At
cut.
least, you know, it's really hot in here, but I have this towel I can wipe my face with.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we don't.
Have you ever seen the film Zootopia?
Yes, I have. I like that movie.
All right, Nick,
There you go.
Yes.
we're gonna flip that last question on its end. Will we be saying thank Shanghai when we see some of this land built stateside?
I think you will, because I think it would be a wonderful addition to Epcot when if they squeeze Zootopia right in there in between the land and the Imagination Pavilion. I think it would be a wonderful addition.
He lost a bunch of points, right?
Why wouldn't you just put it in Animal Kingdom?
Give Michelle a point, please, because she just said what should have
Michelle has a point.
That's too obvious. We don't go for obvious these days.
Why?
But why would you stick it between the land and Imagination?
Because there's wasted space there. You need to do something.
There's a Soarin' building there.
Yeah. Well, it's going to go above and below the Soarin' building.
Above and below the Soarin' building.
I mean, you have different climates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was complete and utter BS, but nice job.
I mean, it might go into the land building. You could use, Zootopia land.
Put it all in the Circle of Life Theater.
There you go.
There you
The
go.
whole land in
Part
one
of it
theater.
will
I
be
like
through
that.
there.
That's a good idea.
Tom, the attraction is being touted as seamlessly blending Disney storytelling with state-of-the-art technology. What kind of attraction is being built?
That is literally the nomenclature they use for every attraction announcement when they don't want to say anything about what they're doing or they're not entirely sure yet. So one of those two things are happening. I don't know what they would be. My thing that I said they should do years ago was, and they won't do another EMV ride in that park, but if it went to Animal Kingdom. But I thought it'd be cool if you're in like the cop car, the ZPD car with them, and it's an EMV, and the car like shakes around and stuff. I think that'd be fun. You go on like a cop chase
That would be fun.
through the city. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Like probably with more modern technology, but I think the EMV is a good ride system. I think there should be another crack at that.
I think it almost sounds a little bit like Roger Rabbit there, or maybe that Dick Tracy attraction that was never built. So
Yeah,
lot
both
of
of those
good
are
ideas
going to
there.
be similar. Yeah.
Roger Rabbit.
yeah, Nick, hop in the Wayback Machine. Does this make you think back to our earlier articles about the closure of Rafiki's Planet Watch and what it could mean?
Well, of course it does. I mean, yeah, that's the first place you think of something like this, and I mean, I think it would be. I love the idea of it, and we could make some wonderful shops and meet and greets over there, and it would be a lot of fun. I don't know. I mean, you could. There's a lot you could do over there, and I think it would be. Because I didn't never care. I wasn't sad about the goats. I could care less about the petting goats.
But petting zoos are fun.
No. But not at a theme park.
Depends on how old the kids are that you're traveling with.
It's disgusting. You're touching these animals, and it's not.
Well, what if they're bunnies and foxes, like in
No.
Zootopia?
No.
No?
Michelle, you
Okay.
can't pet a fox. They're vicious.
I'll tell you. I mean,
There
I
are some docile
I
foxes.
love the characters. That I stopped at a very long line at the Disney Marathon this past for that particular photo. Like it was the
Really?
longest line I saw, but I had to wait for it. It was like
And now you
15
can meet
minutes
them
long.
every Friday.
Yeah, I know.
Good job.
But I won't look all sweaty and like.
Then
gross.
you'll look like after this show.
Yeah, you'll just.
Yeah.
Did you run a marathon? No, just sat in Tom's studio for a while.
Nah,
Did a show. Hey, this is a free song. This is fantastic.
This is great. I am exfoliating right
People pay
now.
money for that.
This is good.
It's hot.
Tom, literally
lit.
every type of animal.
Fire!
Yeet.
Tom has said yeet and lit today. He is a woke away from the trifecta.
Whoa.
Tom, literally every type of animal is in Zootopia. What foods are they going to serve here? Would it make sense to make it a vegan destination?
Why vegan?
So
Because
you
they don't
the
eat other animals? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I suppose. For sure, the elephant ice cream parlor's got to be a thing. But then you have peanut allergy kids, and I don't know how that's going to go. It's going to be rough. But I think the ice cream parlor for sure, and then you have to sell popsicles. Like those, it's in the movie.
Yep.
But I can't imagine there's not going to be like some sort of counter service that has like chicken nuggets for kids. I don't know how you work that in, and especially if it goes to Animal Kingdom, which is a park with animals in it. Like then that really is telling a weird story in that land. But
I mean,
We'll see.
What if it's the first land that doesn't have food service? Is that possible?
No, because you have to have the ice cream parlor and the popsicles. Literally, in the concept art, a kid is holding the giant popsicle.
So I can put snacks
but
in there,
snacks
but you don't have to
is
serve
not-
food.
yeah.
But I mean, you're building a themed land where you have good food service opportunities. There are so few franchises. It would be like building a Fast and the Furious attraction that doesn't take place in a car. It would be really stupid.
You could have fish. Some walrus in the chat just said that in Zootopia they eat fish because fish don't have any feelings.
That's right. Okay, so you could have seafood. I mean, but not everybody eats seafood. So I don't know. I don't know how you work around that. Maybe you just don't care in the end. Like you pull, like the interesting thing, in obviously in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they're going to serve food that's human for human consumption. Like that's not alien. Like alien food doesn't exist.
Well, there's humans in Star Wars.
Yeah, but are there space chickens? Like what?
Maybe.
Like
They're called porgs.
That's gonna be
like
my
you're
Halloween
still going to be
costume.
eating. It's still chicken. It's not like they didn't invent an animal like KFC did and serving
Just
it.
take off the wings.
Yeah, they better have roasted pork.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're so cute. All right, Michelle, fill in the blank and give us your reasoning.
Oh.
If blank wasn't included in the new Zootopia land, I'd be disappointed.
If the popsicles were not included.
Okay.
If the ice cream and popsicles.
But you
were
need
not
them to be
included.
gluten free.
They are gluten free. Why would you
Okay.
add wheat to a popsicle?
I don't know.
Because that was.
Cameron looked like
I
he
like
had
food.
an idea for
What?
wheat.
No, there was no idea. There's just a point there. I never thought about them being gluten free, but you're right.
Yeah. Unless
That's
you
a
add
There's
wheat.
no wheat in the popsicle.
Unless you actively add it into ice cream and popsicles, it's not in ice cream or popsicles.
I need an audio animatronic gazelle.
Yes,
singing.
I want the
Yeah.
sloths to have their own sort of situation,
Yeah.
and they could be the animatronics in the place that's serving the ice cream, but they couldn't serve the ice cream because it would melt by the time
They
got
should
it.
be working the queue, whatever the queue
Yes.
is, because the
Agreed.
queue is slow.
Oh,
like that
really?
should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're just turning slowly to the side, say something to you, come back,
Yeah.
blink. Yeah.
We'll
They
put
should
them at
just do
Fast
it
Pass Redemption.
with the sloth in it.
Anything with the sloth. The sloth is mandatory. So that's my answer.
That's a good answer.
All right, Tom, we're going to move on to the Get Your Ears On celebration. How does Mickey's Mix Magic stack up against other nighttime spectaculars?
Well, I think it's better than the Pixar one. A lot of people didn't like the Pixar one. I saw the Pixar show, and I remember seeing it and being like, okay, I don't have to see that again. I'm good. Mix Magic probably for me will be the same thing again, but it certainly looks like there was at least more time and effort. There's a lot of cool lighting and laser things going on. A lot more pyro, it looks like.
Fire,
I just
fire.
don't really care for the soundtrack for obvious reasons. It's a bit out of character for the park, but it's also not the first time Disneyland has done something weird. If you look back at like when they did the State Fair promotion and stuff like that. So Disneyland's 60-something year history is full of weird stuff like this. So it happens.
Nick, should this be taking place now in honor of Mickey's birthday, which occurred in November?
No, that's ridiculous. We should find somebody else's birthday to celebrate. In fact, we should find a different character's birthday to celebrate every single month, and then have celebrations revolved
that.
around that.
Love that.
It's actually a really good
That's a
idea.
really good idea, Nick. Especially
That's a
from a marketing
great idea.
standpoint, I'm
Got-
like all about that. Good job.
Oh, don't worry, Disney's listening. It's already
You
been
got Tom to
started.
give you credit, so...
Yeah.
Michelle, speaking of stretching things, that Mickey's birthday has been stretched from November to January, how badly did the promotions team need to stretch to come up with some of these food items to be on brand for the Get Your Ears On celebration?
That is an excellent question.
Thank you.
A lot of the things have ears.
Basically take any food item, throw some ears on it, and you've
Just
got what
one
they've
with the
come up
gluten
with.
Thing.
The gluten thing's working.
I wouldn't say that they stretched it. I would say that they sort of phoned it in by adding ears to just about everything.
The cheeseburger.
The cheeseburger.
The cheeseburger. I was waiting for a
It's
cheeseburger.
by far the most egregious.
Yeah.
All right. Nick, after the holiday specials and the new offerings for this event, have we gone as far as we can with the churro?
No, there's always further places you could go with
like the churro
churros.
sundae.
I can think of many things that we can do with churros.
Stop.
Oh, no!
And look, churros can come in many shapes and sizes these days. So really,
Oh my.
the possibilities are endless if you really just think about it. I can
Mini
make churro
churros.
animals.
You can like balloon animals.
Exactly.
Out of churros, I like it.
There is
Paintbrushes, yeah.
there's so much you can do with the churro. Like we haven't even not the
Touched-
tip of
we
the
haven't
iceberg.
even scratched
What's
the
that?
surface.
As they
Scratched
said
the
in Epcot,
surface.
we've
What's
just
that?
begun to dream.
begun to fight.
They need to make a gluten-free version of the churro because I used to love those
Yes.
things.
Maybe you should just not be allergic to gluten.
In a
Oh.
wonderful
Here comes the
world.
hate mail.
Oh boy.
Here it goes.
If you would like to supply all of the EpiPens for the world.
Do you need one like per churro?
Yeah.
or
probably.
like how
I can
many,
only make it like
how many
halfway through a
churros can you have
churro.
on one EpiPen?
Probably
I think
3
one.
before you go to the emergency room.
That's a pretty good ratio.
Like you get to half, and then that's
No,
when you
it's
start
not.
taking the Benadryl.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
want churro gloves where there's a churro on each finger. You just eat them.
You mean a churro gauntlet?
As you walk around the fire can.
But then you dip them in like chocolate sauce and whipped cream. Like I'm so jealous when I see everybody eating those with
What
all
about
the
like a
fantastic
churro
toppings.
lanyard?
Oh
Yes.
Ooh.
my god.
And you
That would be
attach
amazing.
tiny churros to it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then you can trade churros with cast members.
They have to be same day churros. You
Seems-
can't hold on to them because nobody's gonna eat those.
Seems safe. Everyone just
It is
handling churros.
Disneyland 60th churro here.
Yeah, here's an original
I'm-
churro, the OG churro from 1983.
I bought a bunch of scrapper churros off eBay.
I got banned from Disneyland for reselling my churros.
So nasty. So nasty. Fig
Tom,
says
we
Nick
have-
churro hands.
We have
Oh,
a
she's
ton
gonna
of
make me
great
gluten-free
photos
churros.
on.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Patrick.
That's nice. Point for the chat. Tom, we have a ton of great photos and reviews of the culinary contributions on WDWNT.com. What's the biggest hit? What's the biggest miss? And what menu item do you think is kind of meh?
Oh man, that's tough. The cronuts are always amazing. The cronuts are always fantastic. We had like 3 of those peanut butter and jelly ones at Halloween time.
Sounds
And so the hit for me is always the croissant donut. So Schmoozies is doing those again. Now they're doing Mickey and Minnie ones. And they got that really cute, the cup has the buttons, and they did the red icing on the cup so it looks like his pants. So you're drinking out of Mickey's pants. I know
Which
that's
is
weird,
weird.
but
I hated those coffee mugs.
it's a fun thing.
Yeah.
The miss is definitely the cheeseburger. The cheeseburger was stupid. That was
Yeah.
dumb. I don't know who thought that was going to be good. And then the meh is becoming the churros. I think there was like one that everybody liked, and I think they're trying to come up with so many churro ideas that they're not. You were so busy making 6 different churros per event
Yeah.
that you never thought if you should make 6 churros per event.
You know what they could do? They could switch to flan. Also very well respected.
They do a
and
lot of
gluten-free.
flan at Disneyland.
But for this particular, if they're just doing churros.
Special flan would be a big draw.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Sure.
Point.
I love flan. That stuff's delicious.
And I can eat it.
That brings to a close our round of Around the Hub here on WDW News Tonight. We take a look at the scoreboard. We see that Michelle Wargo is into the pit of despair with 27 points.
It's okay. I live in a
Any
pit of
last
despair.
words
Totally
before you
fine.
get to the despair?
Wow.
That means it'll be either Nick or Tom winning this game. Tom Corliss, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. 30 points. Nicholas Cicero, 28 points.
I had 27 and I'm in the pit of despair. Nick
Yeah.
gets 28 and he's like in the sky. What
That's
happened?
how life works.
He's also
All these
in the
men
pit of
holding
despair.
you down in the show. You gotta burst through that glass ceiling. Mostly just to make some ventilation at this point, but... Oh.
Oh my God.
Patrick, please host your show, please.
Can we all take a break?
I'm
Just go
trying.
outside.
Tom, that means that you are the winner. You get 30 uninterrupted seconds to talk about whatever Disney topic you would like. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. When you hear
I
the
have a whole
sound,
show already.
you too. It's kind of redundant. We'll have to come up with another prize. But
Yeah.
30 seconds. Start now.
Fine. Well, the prize is going to be, so we're going to keep doing these, and we're going to keep score all year, and at the end of the year, someone's going to be named like the champion of
Whoa.
Around the Hub. That's the plan. So we're going to keep doing these at least once a month, if not more, and hopefully we'll get some feedback from everybody out there, and we'll keep doing these. But I want to take these 30 seconds to thank Patrick, who's been doing Around the Hub for 7 years?
7?
Yeah, 7? 6 years?
Yes.
6.
Is it 7?
7.
Is that right?
7.
It's 7. Yep.
Okay, there you go. And it was a wonderful show, but things have changed, and we're not really doing a lot of audio-only shows anymore. And I always loved Hub, and I think it's really fun on here. So we're going to keep doing it on here. And Patrick, I'm looking forward to many more of these.